But the exorcism ceremony has just begun. The girl's body begins to lose control. The neck is twisted to a scary degree. The demon possessing the girl asks the hero, "You don't seem to believe that I exist?" The male protagonist asks who the other party is. "Abram." The other party answered. Then the girl posed in the classic pose of being possessed by a demon. The male protagonist begins to recite a prayer. The male protagonist begins to recite a prayer, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. And the devil also proposed to make a bet with the male protagonist, as long as the male protagonist can hold on for 10 seconds without speaking. Then he agrees to leave the girl's body. The male protagonist agreed. But the devil broke one of the girl's fingers before he could count. Facing the girl's scream, the devil just counted to 3. The male protagonist couldn't help but call a halt. This means he lost the bet. Seeing the male protagonist helpless, so Louis planned to shoot his daughter to death. But then the girl opened her legs. With a slightly sarcastic tone, she asked the man if he wanted her to provide her with any special services. However, it was the girl's words that made the hero discover the clue. The male protagonist asked the girl what special services are. At this time, the girl was stunned. The male protagonist knows that the devil cannot be unaware of what special services are. But it's normal for a 16-year-old girl who has been away from home for a long time not to know. The girl suddenly collapsed. Then the hero comforted the girl. He asked Louis if he knew a boy named Logan. It turns out that his daughter was not possessed by an evil spirit. He just has schizophrenia since his mother died. The boy named Logan works in a nearby cafe. One day, he asked a girl out. Then something unspeakable happened between the two of them in the wilderness, as for the girl's previous abnormal behavior. In fact, it was his other personality that was causing trouble. Louis almost collapsed after learning the truth, because he did remember a boy matching the description at a nearby coffee shop. Later, he accepted the male protagonist's suggestion, "Agree to find a psychiatrist for my daughter." The male protagonist also asked Father Manley from a nearby church for help, and let him take over the matter. See, everything is back on track. So the male protagonist and his companions felt that it was time to leave. On the way, they happened to pass by the coffee shop, so he decided to meet Logan, the man who got the girl pregnant. However, the other party said that he was not familiar with the girl. Didn't make him pregnant. He had only seen him once last summer, at a party organized by Father Manley, for the sake of innocence. Some revealed that they were gay. "I have no interest in girls at all. Leave the cafe." The more the male protagonist thinks about it, the more wrong it becomes. He couldn't understand why Father Manley organized a party for a group of 16 or 17-year-old children. Luo Guan said the party was organized last summer, but Father Manley said he hadn't seen a girl for more than 2 years. This means Father Manley is lying. Girls are lying too. The male protagonist felt that the girl and the priest's behavior seemed to be deliberately sending them away. Realizing that there is a trick, so the hero decided to go back and find out. When they arrived at the farm again, it's getting dark. The house is dark. No one turned on the light and no one answered. When they entered, they found the walls were covered with pentagrams and the number 666. I mentioned this before in the movie Signal 2. The number 666 is called the number of the beast in the Bible, symbol of the devil and evil, and they came through the woods and saw a meeting going on here. Someone delivered a girl. The girl's father was tied to a stone pillar and presided over the gathering. Father Manley, the girl's brother, was an accomplice. The story ends here. Midi was also completely revealed, since his wife passed away, although he accepted his wife's faith. But their oldest son began to believe in the power of the devil. Maybe the girl's brother just wanted to use the power of the devil to save his mother. A similar plot also happened in the movie Annabelle 2. Then they threw the newly taken fetus into the fire. In an instant, the birds in the woods reacted violently. The flames also rolled up. The hero realizes that the real devil is about to come, so he took out the cross and planned to fight with the opponent. Does this scene feel familiar to you guys? Yes, this corresponds to the paper-cut painting. The sound engineer and photographer on the side saw the injustice and hurriedly ran away. I didn't run many steps. The sound engineer was hacked to death by the cultists who caught up with him, although the photographer ran a little further, but in the end, he was intercepted by the girl's brother and chopped off the head. At this point, all three male protagonists died, and the way they died also corresponds to the paper-cut paintings. In fact, this movie should be called The Penultimate Exorcism, because there is another exorcism ceremony in the second part that I plan to talk about next time. That was the real last time. Interested friends can click to follow and pay attention to the next update. It's New Year, eat more good food,